What's up, YouTube? Okay, so today I have an unboxing of two guns I just bought from e-bike. Just get a closer look. Okay. Okay, so I bought two guns from e-bike, basically over Cyber Monday because they were both on sale. Yeah, it was Cyber Monday actually. Two small toys. I just felt like it because I got a bunch of extra money and I felt like blowing it. I spent a lot more than this. This is just the first unboxing. And I also got two of the boxes of awesomeness from the Black Friday holiday gift one. And they're both the same weight. And they're coming on next Monday. So hopefully, God forbid, hopefully there's something good. But for now, this is what I got. So I'm going to open this up. It's going to be... obviously in the title, it's going to be the FN Harristal P90 and the Swordfish MP5k. So I'm going to crack this bitch open here. I'm going to put you guys back up here. Sorry. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, so what do we have up top? I have never seen or operated either of these guns. Well, my buddy back in high school had the P90. I just remember it being really good. After seeing the reviews, it looks like they updated it, and it's supposed to be really good, so I said, fuck it, I'll pick one up. It's like $90. Worth every penny from what I understand. So we'll just have to see what the quality is. And I bought the 6mm ProShop MP5k, the Swordfish, the little tiny one. So hopefully that's good too. That also has good reviews. Okay, so we'll go ahead and set this off to the side. Okay, so I mean the box is there's not much to say. It's a box. The ENL Gen 2. I have an ENL Gen 2. I'll go over my collection later on, but the box is just a box. It's not crazy. It's not like a G&G. It's just a box. It looks like it has the cheap, crappy styrofoam, not the soft stuff. But either way, it says it's 522 feet per second. Obviously, that's for .12s. It's not the actual FPS, but still, that equates to 4 something and 0.2. So that's shooting a little hot for CQB, but we can always downgrade it. These are TM compatible. So comes with this little thing, little pamphlet here, kind of shows you how to dismantle the gun. I don't know. I mean, nice to have. You see how the battery goes in, but if you are tech like myself and you work with guns, you almost never use these. At least it tells you, like right here, don't shoot children in the eyes. So, all right, now to the gun. Stab this thing open. Ooh. Alright, so just from feeling it, I can already tell that it's definitely much higher quality than the tiny little LPEG I have over there. I have an LPEG P90 that's all ripped apart. Take a look at this mag here. Wow, that's pretty cool. They did a really good job on the dummy shells. These are actual dummy shells. This isn't just like a sticker. This is actual like 3-dimensional dummy shells. So that's pretty cool. They have that stuck up in there. This is a mid cap, which I actually like. I hate high caps, so I'm actually really surprised that it came with mid cap. I'm really impressed, and that makes me really happy. I'm not sure what the capacity is on this mid cap. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's in the realm of probably 100 to 150, typical like AR. This is a pretty long reservoir, so maybe even more than that. Not absolutely sure. I've never had the AEG P90, obviously. Okay, so already this is significantly better than that LPEG. Significantly. Feels much more to scale. I mean, the weight, it's much more impressive. It's much... wow. That's very cool. That's very nice. Yeah, for $90, I mean, wow. Wow. Trigger feels pretty solid. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Oh, we got auto. A real nice pull on that trigger too. Real clicky. I don't like it so much in semi, but in full it feels nice and good. Alright. Charging handle works. I like that too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean this whole slide here that brings the charging handle back into the body itself. This is all metal. I don't even know if you would call this a receiver. I mean, technically this is a receiver back here, IRL. But this whole carrying handle group slash rail whatnot, this is all metal. It feels like a cast metal. I mean, it doesn't feel like a stamped steel or CNC, but it is not shit. It's not a crappy cast metal. It's not so bad. From what I understand, this does, so this is 14 millimeter counterclockwise, so this does accept standard suppressors. It did not come with a black flash hider, unfortunately, but and let me just double check that and make sure it does not. Yep, it does not. So, I mean, this will do. I'm going to probably throw a suppressor on here just because I can put a longer inner barrel. This one already has a fairly long inner barrel for its size, but longer is better, especially when you're using a tight bore, not an Orga, not a wide bore. So, let's go ahead and put this mag on here and see how this is. Yeah, that could probably be a pain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that definitely would be a pain in the can to reload in the field until you get used to it. Yeah. Okay, so that's not so bad. Still, it's harder than an AK, which is like my go-to platform for everything. AKs, you just do the slap, the tactical slap, if you want to call it that, or the Rust 4 guys are calling it, I'm not sure, but that's reloading an AK is the easiest thing in the world. So this is definitely more difficult than that, but, I mean, it is what it is. It's still really cool. The mid-caps are larger on this, it definitely makes up for it. This gun feels very solid. It's much heavier than you'd expect from a P90. It's a little bit back-heavy, but as we expect with any bullpup, once you throw the suppressor on here, I'm going to imagine it'd be a lot more balanced weight-wise, suppressor or sight of any kind. The gearbox is metal on this. Everything else is really just polymer. I mean, you have your metal gearbox. Obviously, all your internal workings are Cyma, so they're all metal. Carrying handle group, this whole system up here, the barrel, all metal. So, it is what it is. It's good. I like it. Charging handle's metal. Everything else is polymer, just like the real steel. So, for a $90 gun, you're not going to get better than this. In the actual review, I'll go ahead and we'll discuss how it shoots. Just on first impression, though, this gun is better than I was expecting. It's a nice gun. Now, moving on to the Swordfish. Oh, yeah, I suppose we can quick show you guys. It comes with the crappy charger, don't use it. It comes with the, what was that, a 9.6? I'll be very surprised if that is a 9.6. Oh, wow. Okay, so it came with a 9.6 volt 1100 mAh battery. And this is just a nickel metal hydride. So, personally, I don't use these. I only run 11.1 volt LiPos. But knowing that this came with a 9.6 volt is actually not so bad. I wonder if it has any juice in it. We'll quick try to see if we can hear this thing. Fire. Yeah, this is probably the one time that I should actually read the fucking manual. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. There's a little button you push on the bottom. It's actually going to be on the bottom of the pad itself. So that little button right there. And the pad itself sits, obviously on there. And you push it. It's on the bottom. So it's got a fuse. This does not have a MOSFET. Obviously, it's a $90 gun. You can't expect a MOSFET. Not yet, anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and fire this thing. If this has any juice. Alright, so put it somewhere. Nope, we're dry. Sorry to get your hopes up, guys. Battery's dead as a donut, so. Go ahead and take that off, put that over there. I'm going to have to detension that spring later on, but for now, that's just going to have to be how it is. Put this all back together. Something rattling around in here, too, though. That's going to frustrate me until I fix that. No idea what that could be. There. The butt pad's on there pretty good too. So. Yeah. All in all, a nice well-weighted gun. Alright. Now on to the Swordfish. Oops. Alrighty. Plain cardboard box, and I'm pretty sure they do this because 6mm ProShop is really just, it's a ProShop, so it's not like an actual big manufacturer. They use other OEM guns and they kind of re-modify them themselves and improve them in whatever which ways. But I will say this much: this box is definitely better. It's much thicker. It's packaged nicer. Definitely packaged better than the other one. It uses that kind of soft styrofoam that I like personally. What did I get my guns in? Comes with a little warning label on the side. I don't really read, so. Okay, so this gun actually comes with 2 magazines. It's gonna come with your little tiny short type mid cap, little tiny metal one. I will probably never use this thing. It's gonna be like in my pistol mag pouch, just as backup, I guess. And it comes with the stick type, also mid cap. Thank Christ. This stick type is a polymer. I'm not I'm not much of a polymer guy for my mags. I like nice metal mags. Metal or Bakelite. You know, Bakelite's its own exception, but I don't know. It doesn't feel super great, but it looks great, and that's what matters, I suppose, in airsoft. It's just about looks. This little tiny guy is all metal. It definitely feels a lot more solid than the polymer one. This polymer's kind of cheap. I mean, I felt much better. Like the G&G polymer bodies is much nicer. Okay, so onto the gun. Holy crap. That is awesome. Okay. You can hear and feel when the trigger contacts connect, which is nice, but it's not as clicky as like an actual electronic trigger. Some of them anyways. This gun is heavy. This thing is very heavy. I'm actually surprised with how heavy this little gun is. I was expecting like a pistol weight kind of thing, but no, this whole upper receiver is all metal. I don't know if it's steel. It doesn't feel like a cast aluminum. It feels pretty solid. It feels like it probably is cast, but it still feels pretty good. It's not light. It doesn't feel like aluminum, that's for sure. Most likely is, but it definitely does not feel like it. Rails all metal. This front end here, metal. Holy crap, that is hideous. That is a port. This is going to be, I use a brake cleaner to get stuff like this off, so I'm going to get that orange crap off of there pretty much as soon as I get this gun out in the garage, in the shop. So the grip feels very good. I'm really surprised with how good that grip feels on there. It's short. It's a little bit short for my hands. I mean, I'm a big guy, 6'2", and I have basketball hands, damn near. So that grip is a little bit short for me, but for a gun on the fly, it really doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna one-hand this thing anyway. Oh. Charging handle feels flimsy as fuck. It doesn't even lock in. Okay, that's great. I didn't break it already, did I? Yeah, that charging handle is a port. It's got a reversed spring, so on the charging handle, I can show you guys. So on the charging handle itself, if you can look in there, I'm not sure, lighting, you probably can't even see it. But inside there, the spring itself is actually in the front end of the gun. So the spring is pulling this forward instead of pushing it forward from this way. It's pulling it this way. So it's just not. Good God, that's gonna drive me nuts. I'm probably gonna end up doing that. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that. It feels awful. So yeah. But beyond that, holy crap! I must have. Hopefully, oh my God, that's gonna drive me nuts. Good God. Great. That's something I already gotta fix. Probably gonna have to just glue that into place, or God forbid, I'll probably just break it off. Actually, I don't even know. Either way, I mean, overall, first impressions of the gun, it feels really solid. I mean, for an MP5, I mean, I've had the Crossman MP5 before, and this, you can't even put them in the same ballpark. This is a completely different thing. This is much heavier than I was expecting. It's going to feel pretty heavy being on your hip. It has this little sling part on the back side here. Sling point attachment, just for a 1-point sling. Now it's nice. I mean, you can run a 2-point on here. I personally only run a 1, but it's a nice gun. Just really, sorry, excuse me, let down by this here though. I was hoping for the nice the HK slap, but I'm not. Good God, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Yeah, it doesn't even rack forward all the way when you do it that way. Yeah, that's a port. That's, yeah, this is the worst part of the. They just need to fix this piece right here. That's horrible. I already tell you that's shit. Let's go ahead and throw the mag in and see how it looks. Okay, shorty shitty mag first. Okay, so magwell is. Oh my God, that's no, I can't do that. God no. I mean, if this is like a bullpup, maybe I could run a shitty little tiny mag like that, but no, that's just too short for me. So I'm gonna take that out of there. That one fit a little tight. Put this one in. Jesus. Oh boy. Okay, so that is a snug fit. It does not want to go in there. Oh my, oh, charging handle broke. Great. Okay, so I guess I'm taking that out. Okay, it's completely broke already. Yeah, so I just opened this thing up. And the spring is no longer. Look at that. It's not gonna open this gun up already. Great. Frustrating. Okay, so a mag doesn't want to fit in there too snugly, or too well, too easily. I don't know if that's gonna feed. It's clicked in, but it's a snug fit. Personally, this mag looks significantly better than the other. That's for sure. And yes, I'm aiming this thing at myself. But either way, it works, I guess. Probably just use the standard MP5 style mags, not the straight ones. I just think this one looks better. I'm happy that it at least came with it. Let's see what else this thing came with. There's a little box here. Oh boy. Oh. Came with BBs that you're not going to use. Oh. There you go. Oh, in the Allen piece. This is very frustrating. This here, I mean, for other, fuck, if I was a nitpicky guy, I would just return the gun over that. But I am not the type of person to do that. I just don't really give a fuck, so I'll just have to fix that. Either fix it or take it out, I suppose. Great. Looks like it just came off of its little hinge. So, comparing the two, comparing this to the P90 on first impressions, as of right now, I'm much more impressed with the P90, mainly because of this charging handle here. This is frustrating as hell. You spend, you got this for 160. Spend 160 bucks on a gun, you expect it to work, you know, or at least not break out of the box. That's shit, you know. We'll have to just see how it shoots, I suppose. It feels solid, otherwise this is a very heavy gun. I mean, do not let the size of this thing fool you. This is probably a 5.5, 6 pound gun. It's about as heavy as the Simon AK, full length, or damn near, so. Do not let the size of this gun fool you. This thing is heavy. So if you're a little person, or a little scrawny guy, and you plan on using this CQB at like a speed field, I wouldn't bother. I would probably go with something lighter. If you're about speed, go with the Ares Amoeba. Those things are tiny, they're super light, and they shoot pretty damn good. Otherwise, though, yes, for half the price between the two, out of the box anyway, I'm going to say this. Reload is actually faster because those mags don't fit worth a damn. And just more, it's more impressive. It's, like I said, half the price. You're getting a gun that feels about the same quality-wise, so yeah. If I had to pick, if the guns were the same price, I'd go with the P90, assuming the P90 had internal upgrades. We'll just have to see how this thing shoots, and just see if I can make it less upsetting, because right now it's just upsetting, first impression-wise. You know, first impressions do a lot. After I get this thing up and running and shooting, and maybe I'll just fall in love with it. So for now, this is my final verdict, I guess. Rating, if I'm going to rate things a 10, you know, on a scale of 10, I'm going to say the P90, and for the rating, I'm going to use like basically what I expected in the gun, how much I spent, like price, and how it feels versus how it feels. So for the P90, I was expecting a $90 gun. I was expecting a P90. I mean, I remember my friends being good, but he poured money into that thing, okay? Out of the box, this thing feels really good. So I'm going to give it a 10 there, okay? Like versus what I expected to what I got. So what I got will be above and beyond the Call of Duty title drop from what I expected. Quality, it's... I mean, again, for a $90 gun, I don't have any $90 gun that feels this good. I mean, this is absurd. This thing feels amazing. I've never had a $90 gun that feels this good. I mean, this thing looks good. It looks like a P90, and it feels almost as heavy as one. I mean, the seams on this gun are very hard to notice, especially on the bottom end here. I'm trying to get you in the light. Yeah, it's hard to tell where the seams are, which I like in a polymer gun. I hate seeing seams. Seams look like shit. Like on the MP5 seams are more noticeable than they are on the P90. And that's uncalled for twice the price. Yeah, so I'm going to give this gun, like, on first impressions, not on how it performs, but on first impressions, I'm giving it a 10. This thing feels great. Much better than what I was expecting. Now, for the MP5, the Swordfish MP5. Okay, so discrediting this, let's just assume that this little piece here never broke. Just assume that never broke. Absent that, this gun I'm gonna give an I'm gonna say an 8 or 7 or 8, somewhere in between there, because I mean it just, like I said, you can see the seams. It feels heavy. I like it. I like that. It feels solid, but it's a little bit almost too heavy for a CQB gun. It's almost too heavy, and that is, you wouldn't expect me to say that, but it's almost too heavy. I mean, I like being able to one-hand a gun, and if I can't one-hand an MP5, it's probably a little bit too heavy. And with the whole kit on here, it's pretty hefty. This little piece right here is going to drive me up a creek, because that's beyond upsetting. I just bought the gun. I mean, come on. Frustrating as hell. So that brings the whole gun down to about a 5 right now. That including the fact that the mags that it included didn't barely fit the gun. That can always be worked with. You can work around that, but on a first impressions basis, I'm gonna give this gun a 5.5 until I get her apart and fix it. So yeah, that's gonna be my unboxing video. Thanks, guys.